morning, Facebook fans, YouTube fans. I'm Daniel, Smiling Daniel. You can look me up on YouTube. Check out Old Hickory Fishing, and it'll pull up the site, some of the videos. Today we're putting in at Bledsoe Creek. We're going to try to see if we can maybe catch a big fish today. We're going to slow down, try to drop a little jig on their head, slow drag it. If that don't work, jerk baits. We're going to also maybe end up trying to drop shot. If we have to, I'll break down, I'll break out the spoons. Hang tight with us. We're going to launch this boat and go after them. See you on the water. Wintertime, what you got to do is you got to look at your depth finder. You got to figure out what depth the fish will be hanging out according to the thermocline. What you want to do is you want to look for the water that the fish are most little fella. What you want to do is you want to look for a thermocline type area where the fish are most comfortable. They will suspend where the warmer and colder water meet most of the time. What you want to do is you want to get your bait in that zone. Once you're in that zone, you want to pause that bait, especially in an area like I'm in today. I'm way back in a creek on the upper end of Old Hickory. What you want to do is you want to suspend that bait and leave it there. Just leave it sitting there, just like I was right then when that little fella come and hit it. When he finally hit it, I was just standing. You saw I was just standing there talking, not paying much attention. I'm lucky I caught him. But keep that in mind. Look for your thermocline this time of year. Slow down. Got that one. Come here, biggin. Come here. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that. That's what wintertime fishing is about. Wait a minute, I got to do it. Hang on. Oh! That's a good one there. I missed one right before that. There must be a school there. Let me get on the trolling motor.
What's up with this tail? Tail.
That's a nice tournament fish. When I get right here, he's a freaking giant. When I get close enough, put him back, catch another one. Catch one in the wintertime like that, be sure and don't get so excited that you change the way you're working your bait. You can get an adrenaline rush, and what it does, you end up fishing too fast, and then you won't catch another one. You've got to slow down. You've got to stay slow, because if you work it too fast, like I was almost sitting still when that fish got it, just like the first fish. that. It gets down to nice and easy. Look at it. He's on the front hooks. That tells you right there you're using the right color. Anytime that bait is, the nose of that bait is in the mouth of that fish, they're hitting it in the head. That's the color. Throw it back. Catch another. This water I'm catching them out of, the boat's setting in about 10 foot of water. Throwing up at a shallow spot, like a rock pile. It comes off into deeper water. And I'm betting those fish, I think, right off the edge of that rock pile. Just waiting for something to come by, because you've got to come through a really small area. You have to come through a small strike zone. This time of year, they've got a really small strike zone because they don't want to expend energy this time of year, so they won't go far to get it. So you've got to come through almost right in front of their face in order to catch that fish. To put it in perspective, if you're hungry, you haven't eaten in a while, if I set a hamburger 50 yards from you, and I set a hamburger 5 feet from you, you're obviously going to go to the closest one. That's exactly the way the fish are in the wintertime. They don't want to travel far because they don't have a lot of food to eat, a lot of forage to eat like they do in the spring through the summertime into the fall. So they wait for something to get close to them before they eat. Water fairly clear. I can see those fish fighting under the boat down at least 5 feet. That's rare. That's rare. What are you doing, man? Where's the biggest? Where's the biggest? Where's the big one at? off my glove. Kind of a pain. So's my camera girl's nose. Miss Pins. Barely hooked. How about it? How about it? Who don't want to fish in January? Look at this. That's what you do in January. That's another good tournament fish right there. Little fella. Still on the front hook though. He's still on the front hook. Always look at that. And you look at his eyes. That fish came up and got it. His eyes are doing like that. Okay, that's it. He's mad. Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. He's on the front hook again. Take him off, man. Little fella. You know, something else that I really like about today is I'm out here fishing, and my buddy AJ Harvey is sitting at home watching the Care Bears or something. I don't know what he's watching. I invited him to come out, but I think that's what he said. The Care Bear movie was coming on today, and he had never seen it. He was going to sit at the house, so he's going to be upset when he sees all that. Get your boat in position before you make that cast, because if you make a bad cast, the chances are you're either going to hang up or you're going to spook that fish that's there. Now, I know it's hard to do in the wind, but you just got to be patient, especially in the winter. You co-angler.
Shut up.
Look, I'm trying not to clean them all out before you get up here, okay? You don't have to do that. You know what? I'm starting to think that little fish back there lied to me.
Yeah.
He told me there was a big one back here. I think he was just trying to get me away from up there.
I think you were the fish whisperer.
Must have been a female.
Ha ha ha. Men like this. Especially fishermen. I was thinking about them. This will be warm. I can't throw this thing.
Almost look like a smallmouth. It is. Woo! A nice smallmouth. Don't you do that.
Oh, that's pretty.
That is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that. Well, you look at that. I did not expect that at all. This is why I get off the couch in January and come out and fish. Was not expecting this at all. That is a beautiful smallmouth. Actually going to put him in the live well so I can get a picture of him after a while. You know what? That little fish wasn't lying.
No, he wasn't, was it?
No, he told me. He said there's a big one back here, but he didn't tell me it was a small one. Yeah, that was a good hit. That was a crush. That's a boom. Of course, smallmouth like colder water. They're more active in colder water. That right there just shows you, you catch several fish in one area, going one direction. Sometimes if you turn around and fish back the other direction, you'll catch more fish, or you'll catch a bigger fish, just like I just did. Fish are super finicky, except smallmouth. I mean, smallmouth are more finicky. They want it coming a certain direction. So if you're catching fish going one direction, always turn around and come back. If you catch multiple fish, always turn around and come back. Fish it from an opposite direction. Just that little directional change sometimes will put a big one in the boat. Hope that fish just didn't cost me my jerkbait. Oh well. I might have to eat him. Little troublemaker. He got around that treetop down there. Catch is a catch. Boy, they just give up in this cold water. Can't all be like that smallmouth. Can't all be all excited, I reckon. On the front hook and under the jaw. Don't you get a hook in me, buddy. Well, he wasn't going to come off anytime soon. There we go. Not a bad little keeper. Sun popped out and I went to some bluff walls. And the reason why I've done that, when that sun pops up, those fish, they'll go to a sheer drop and they'll hang tight against it, and they'll kind of work up and down that bluff trying to find the comfort zone where they can hide and still catch bait as it comes through. They're pulling a little bit of water. I caught that fish on the back side of the rock where I'm sure there's like a little eddy forming right there. Let me get my bait fixed. Let's get after another one. Okay, grab it right under the boat. Oh, holy smoke. Holy smoke. God, look at that. Woo. We slowed down a little bit. We eased over here around some big logs on a quick sloping bank. And I pitched my jig in around the bigger timber, and that fish grabbed it. See if we can get another one. About to get hungry. Oh shoot, this one's upset. Oh, woo! Thank goodness. I think we might have found what the big ones want. There again. Steep bank, heavy wood. Got it. That's a good fish. I was throwing the mean-mouth jerkbait earlier, catching some pretty good fish. I switched over to a pepper jig and come up around some big logs, and I'm just dragging this jig around it. I'm using an unnamed craw chunk that has little to no action, and that's what I want this time of year. I want something that just basically slides. I don't want any kind of action at all. So let me rig it up. See if I can catch another one. There's a tree. There's a tree right there. Coming over that tree. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh! Son! Every one of these fish are getting hooked in the top of the mouth. And that's because I'm crawling that jig, sliding that jig across the bottom. And they're having to come into it like this. They're looking at it like this. And now just as I come over the top of that tree limb, I felt just a slight little think. That's why you got to keep an eye on your line. A lot of times, let me turn this one back. This time of year, when the water's that cold, you won't feel the bite. You'll see your line jump just a little bit. Wow. Wow. Let's do it again. Let me fix my trailer. Another good one on the pepper jig. Oh! Wow. We have absolutely loaded the boat today with that pepper 1/4 ounce flipping jig. Throwing it around treetops, throwing it around big laydowns and logs. Come on out, the water temperature's around 42, south wind around 10. We should be able to still catch more tomorrow. It's supposed to be 51 degrees. We're going to kill the show for today, that's it. We're going to head back to the house. It's been good having you with us. Come out and check me out at the fishing show, the Fishing Expo in Nashville. I'll be doing 3 seminars. Check me out in the evening time, and I'll be glad to hook you up with some pepper baits. Have a good evening, and remember, if you don't go, you don't know.